Okay, so part 2 with the soccer ball. Now I'm going to texture it using the shading tab up here. I'm just going to join these areas. So I don't need the layout tab anymore, so I'm just going to go up to shading. And I'm going to join this too. So first I'm going to turn off the overlays so that I don't have random things right there. I'm going to change the lighting, go over to the previews and be in material preview, and then click the drop down menu, click on this HDRI and select one that looks like it fits the theme. So this is good because it has the sun, kind of like you're playing soccer outside and it's sunny, and it has grass down there. Okay, so I'm going to keep it at sunrise.exr. Okay, so now I'm going to position my camera the way I want it, well, my view, I guess. So like this, so that I have shadow and then light and a highlight, so low light and highlight. Okay, so now I'm going to click on the pentagon and click new and name this material black. You can name it whatever you want, doesn't matter, doesn't change anything. And then name that one white. So I went into the triangle one and I named it white. Actually, I'm probably going to duplicate the black one and then change the colors so that they're the same material, just different colors, so I don't really need the white one. Okay, so this is the black square, so I'm going to go to base color and the principled BSDF, which is the material, and make sure that the BSDF is plugged into surface of material output, because if it's not, then it is black, because it looks right, because it's supposed to be black. That's what we want, but the black is just literally like nothing. So make sure that's plugged in so that it has a material. And then I'm going to go to base color and I'm going to go to RGB. I'm going to click and drag down, so I'm changing the values all at once, and I'm going to change it. I don't want it completely black, that way it still has some room for shadow and highlight, but I don't want it super light either, so I'm just going to go 0.005, so it's very dark. So it looks black, but it's not completely black yet. Actually, let's see what 01 looks like. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. So it's actually like a really dark gray. So if you want the texture to be really low poly, or like really simple, just colors, no texture to it, then I guess that's all you need. You can go in and change the white one to whatever color you want. But if you want it to have more texture, you can go down and go to specular. So specularity is like mirroring. So if something is specular, that's like a mirror. So it kind of mirrors what's being shown at it. So it's very reflective. So we kind of want that because soccer balls are kind of shiny. So I'm going to leave it at 0.5 for now. But then roughness is how rough it is on certain points, but I don't want it to be completely rough, like 100% rough or 0.5% rough, well 50% rough completely across all. I want it to have some texture to it. So to do that, we're going to add a noise texture. So go up to noise and go down to texture and go in and click noise texture. So we're going to take this factor and plug it into roughness. So see, now when we go in the light, certain parts are more shiny and then some parts are more rough. You can kind of see that. And to make it so that there's smaller details, you can turn up the roughness and the detail. It's a little too detailed for me, so I'm going to change it to 5, I guess. Yeah, so it's a little bit blurry, kind of like a soccer ball is, because it gets kicked around a lot, so it's not going to be super like sharp. And then I'm going to duplicate this, so I'm going to go to white, click the drop down menu in the name, next to the name, and go to black, and then click this sheet of paper that's coming off of this sheet of paper, and it'll duplicate that. And then, so it's 0.001 now, so you can rename that to white. And click this little shield to save it. Do that to black too. In case you stop using it and you have 0 things under it, if you still need it, that'll save it. So now we want to be in white. Go back to white and just change the base color. So I don't want it to be 100% white, kind of the same concept as what we did with the black. I want it to have more room for shadows and highlights. So I'm going to do 0.75, which is actually pretty white, but see now if we go here, you can see on the side there's like some noise, right? But it looks good, looks real. You can always tweak it a little bit, change the distortion, the roughness, the detail, the scale, however you want. Gotta mess around with those so that you can see what each one does. This is the final result. Go back to layout, turn off overlays, go to material, and then make sure I'm still on the same shading, and boom, this is the final result. So yeah, that's all. You started with an icosphere and now you have a soccer ball or a football.